Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Guys, what do you call this garden squared? Because it's a garden in your garden? Okay, forget it. Never mind. That was funnier in my head than it was. Okay. Forget it. Preemptive, like, my name's Connor. If you're new, I'll do a sub too. Gardener's Cottage Blackeny? But it's a British cottage video, okay? English cottage. Great intro. Just fantastic intro. It was so bad, I'm not going to get rid of it. My name's Connor, if you're new. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's get started. English cottage tour.
Well, welcome to the Norfolk Broads in the far southeastern tip of the United Kingdom.
Kent.
And
oh, the cottage is older than the country I live in. Oh, that's really pretty. I saw a video. Was it Bulgaria? Lavender, Greece, of these giant lavender fields, just all purpley. I don't know if these are lavender. They're just purple, and so Okay. I'm kind of close to restarting the video over again because the intro was so bad, but I'm not going to do that. Let's go.
We are going to tour this rather special 250-year-old Norfolk Broads Marshman's cottage. So let's take you around the front of the house and start the tour. Well, we've come round into the front garden of the Norfolk cottage, and here she is. This is what we're going to be showing you today. We're going in the front door in just 1 second, and at the end of this video we're going to reveal this cottage's big secret. They say
I do like the clay tile roofing. It doesn't provide a contrast from the... I love the white trimming and brick walls. I love. It looks amazing. Pretty nice grass too. Could be. Very overgrown, but it looks nice. So the roof doesn't provide a lot of contrast, which I think would be nice, but the clay tile roofs do look like it would be easily repairable if you had like a leak or if one of the tiles broke for some reason. So that seems pretty convenient. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm guessing.
This cottage's big secret. They say location, location, location. And this cottage hides a little secret that really is hard to beat. We'll reveal all at the end of the video. So here we are, around the other side of the cottage. Let's start the tour. We're going to go in through the original front door. It's now rarely used, but it's the original wooden door. That's a lovely feature. Gives you some clues as to whereabouts in the world you are. Let's go in and have a look around. The first room you enter is what...
Spiral staircase. I shouldn't be surprised because the smaller the house is, the more likely it is to have a spiral staircase, just for saving room. But I just... Something makes me so happy about a good spiral staircase. The nice rope. I love the nautical theme. I'm pausing too much, I know.
What would have been a look around. The first room you enter is what would have been the original single downstairs living room for the cottage. Today it's used as the dining area, and seats up to 10 people at this large plank top table. The dominant feature in the room is this huge original ingle nook. It's now home to one of a pair of log burners that sit back to back in the old chimney breast that sits on these ingle nook supports.
Ingle nook? These are irons that heat up on top of... I know these can get pretty toasty. A friend of mine, when we would go skiing in Maine, he had a small little house, and we would all go over there, and it was freezing cold inside, but it had a wood stove that looked a lot like this. This gets super hot, and it might be cold at first, but it cooks up that house really quickly. And then these are irons, so that get heated up from on top of this, and then you can use it on your clothing. I would imagine you would need a pair of what do you call them? Stove mittens, because that handle is going to be very hot.
To the right of the ingle nook, this door leads through to what would have been the original kitchen. We'll go through there later. To the left-hand side is one of the most original staircases in Norfolk, a proper old dogleg. It sits in a space barely 6 foot by 6 foot.
I love it.
And leads you up this
double staircase! Double spiral staircase! Oh my god.
Floor. You up this
How much?
splitting dogleg staircase to the first floor. We'll show you the 2 bedrooms up there in just 1 minute. Looking back from the staircase, you'll see the opening going through into what was originally the old cowshed and burn. This now forms the main living area to the cottage. This room's just packed with original features. The old front door is a work in itself. Beautiful planked oak. Let's go through into the lounge area now. This is a wonderful triple aspect room. To the south side, you're looking back into the garden and the roses that fill the garden. There's a door in the corner which leads back out onto a patio area on the southeasterly side of the cottage. That's beautiful afternoon and evening sun. On the northern aspect, there's a further window looking back again into the garden and the rondel, which we'll show you later. The rear wall has been partly left open as red brick.
Oh, I love it.
This would have been the old exterior wall of the cottage before this was converted from a cattle shed and hay barn.
I have said in one of the videos that are similar to this that I've reacted to that it was my favorite house I've seen, or cottage building. It has been replaced. I was holding myself back just to see more of it. The brick, this seals the deal. It has the water theme. Clearly it's close to the coast. It has the nautical theme to it. Amazing brick, amazing spiral staircase, double spiral staircase. It even has that's pretty cool. Cupola, not cupola, whatever. I'm too excited right now. But also, at first I was like, oh, that lawn does not look very healthy, but that's the driveway, and it has a nice wooden gate. I am in love with this house.
That's beautiful afternoon and evening sun. On the northern aspect, there's a further window looking back again into the garden and the rondel, which we'll show you later. The rear wall has been partly left open as red brick. This would have been the old exterior wall of the cottage before this was converted from a cattle shed and hay barn. There's 2 steps leading down onto this area. This is a wooden sprung floor. The floor that we entered in, and throughout the rest of the cottage are these beautiful red terracotta tiles.
And the pup just makes it even better. Terracotta?
Nice and cool in the summer, hey Poppy? Before we go upstairs, let's go through this door on the right.
Please.
And through into what used to be the original kitchen for the cottage.
Lead the way, sir.
And then we'll feed through into the modern extension that's been put onto the back of the house that now includes the modern kitchen and bathroom area.
Question. This right here, I immediately think of the beginning of the Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl, where they're going to Elizabeth Swan's room and they're heating up the bed. Is this what that's for, or does this have some other purpose? Is this like a bed heater?
House that now
why anyone would ever want to heat their bed is strange to me, because
and then will feed through into the modern extension that's been put onto the back of the house that now includes the modern kitchen and bathroom area. Let's now go through this door on the right hand side of the ingle nook.
Please, sir.
Through here, the original corridor that would have run down the front of the house feeds into this room, now used as a breakfast area and snug.
Is there a double
door
fireplace?
On the rear wall now enters into the new kitchen extension on the back of the cottage. The room is
There is.
dominated again by a matching ingle nook fireplace, same size and dimensions as the one we showed you in the dining area. There's a matching log burner here as well. There's a small table on the rear wall of the room used as a breakfast area from the kitchen. The window overlooks the southern garden and beautiful roses and other shrubs. On the eastern wall, there's a large mirror to reflect the light.
I love too how long mirrors, especially long, wide lengthwise, just make a room feel even larger. And I already love the kitchen just by looking.
Painted with Annie Sloan. Again, to improve the light in this room.
Only Sloan?
With Annie Sloan.
I don't know what he said there.
To improve the light in this room. A terracotta tiling runs throughout the downstairs of the cottage, unifying all the rooms together. Let's go through now and see the kitchen on the rear extension to the property. You come through this door from the snug, and to the right we have the ever-hot range cooker with extractor fan. Looking down the back of the house now, you'll see the corridor and the low-level fitted units, which conceal dishwasher and a washing machine. The sinks in front of this beautiful...
I love that side area for like washing stuff by hand and having the water drip into here. That's awesome. I can't believe how perfect this house is.
A washing machine. The sinks in front of this beautiful wide window with views back over the marshes.
Go to hell.
The rear wall of the kitchen is partially fitted and contains the fridge and freezer, more storage units, these nice wicker sliding baskets, and a wine rack. You'll see the flooring extends all the way along the rear of the property, and this corridor takes you through to the bathroom. In here we have an enamel white bath and shower with shower screen above it. Toilet and wash basin that again have wonderful views looking out over the garden. The rear wall of the bathroom's been fitted with these shelving units and contains these housekeeper and laundry tins. Below them is a heated towel rail, and to the side a fitted cupboard containing the hot water cylinder and water tanks. There's one other little feature downstairs. This has to be the quirkiest, smallest, titchiest toilet in the whole of Norfolk. Absolutely tiny, but very convenient.
Is that for the light? Did he?
This has to be the quirkiest.
And what is that? Right there. Is that a? Oh, is that a light switch?
Smallest, titchiest toilet in the whole of Norfolk.
Okay, so it does have a. For a second, I thought this would be how you flush, but it's up a bit high. It doesn't seem to be very strong. Clearly for the light, and there's a flush lever on the toilet.
Absolutely tiny, but very
Blue,
convenient.
as you would say.
And at the very rear element of the corridor are these sliding glass doors, allowing light in from the rear cottage door, looking out over the garden And in this small area, we have a small boot room,
Little mudroom.
with shoe storage and cupboards concealing all the cottage electricals. And this beautiful view again, looking north over the marshes. Right, it's time to take you upstairs and show you the 2 bedrooms in this cottage. And to get to those, we've got to try and safely ascend this period dogleg staircase. It's incredibly steep, this.
It's a double
The actual
spiral staircase. It's a double spiral staircase.
space it's fitted into is no bigger than around 6 by 6 feet. That's the top end of those inglenook fireplaces we showed you downstairs.
Okay, makes sense.
On the left is the first of the 2 upstairs bedrooms. Look at those beautiful floorboards. And in here we've got a lovely period upholstered bed with 2 bedsides. You're in the eaves of the cottage here. You'll see that's the wall height outside, the original beams in the cottage ceiling. The window looks east. The end wall has been panelled. There's a large Velux window that opens to give you these wonderful views over the marshes.
And the bird, I'm not exaggerating, okay? This is the greatest, for me, the perfect house. It really is. Not just cottage, not just... You could offer me a $4 million middle, like London house, or this. I will take this every single day.
The grazing cattle. The other wall has been partly fitted with these built-in wardrobes. These are built against the chimney breast as it rises through the roof.
Center
There's
of the house
also a sink
structure.
in this room with hot and cold running water and a small fitted dressing area. It's incredibly peaceful here, overlooking these conservation marshes that are just grazed by cattle over the summer months. Well, let's now go
And there's cattle there in the summer.
over the summer months. Well, let's now go into the second upstairs bedroom here at the cottage, crossing over the dogleg staircase, and we enter into this slightly larger bedroom with matching panelled end walls. This bedroom's fitted with a single and a period 1950s pink painted double. This room again has a fitted wardrobe matching the one we've just seen, with sink and dressing area. There are rather quirky metal beams that are probably dating from the 18th century, supporting some of this cottage structure.
It's older than
The view
the country I'm in.
facing westwards from this bedroom gives you some clue as to where this cottage is located, but we're going to show you a little more of that in just 1 second.
So he said southeast of England. I would imagine around Kent area. And so I'm assuming these are some marshes and rivers that lead into either the English Channel or the southern North Sea.
But we're going to show you a little more of that in just 1 second. This bedroom also has a large Velux matching the one we've just seen in the first bedroom, with equally fantastic views overlooking the wonderful marsh. Okay, so here's the little secret extra that this cottage gives you that others just don't. Let's open the cottage gate, go across the rickety bridge, fight our way through the undergrowth and up the bank to the beautiful river. Ludham Potterheim cottages just coming to an end across the riverbank, and the beautiful river access to the Norfolk Broads and
Oh, Norfolk. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't consider that southeast. Of course it is. Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, Kent, that area.
private mooring.
So it does go into the North Sea then, right? Private mooring. So I'm not saying that many people are curious, but if you are curious what my dream home is, you just saw it. Even if I try to find anything wrong with it, not only did I not see anything wrong with it, everything I saw was better than I could even imagine. But maybe if I have to pick something, maybe I wish there's a little more contrast. But it's not a big deal. Like I wish that maybe there was a little more contrast of the wall to the roof. You know, like you see how it's like the same color. White trimming on the brick. And another thing I'm worried about, I'm getting carried away, is it is very overgrown in a great way, and I'm worried that I would maybe get rid of a lot of that charm if I own this property and I trimmed away at some stuff. This is my favorite house I've seen. Easily. Number one. Number one. Love y'all. Hope you're all doing well. Would appreciate any comments down below. You guys are always awesome in the comments. Love y'all. And hopefully I'll see you guys next video, all right? Bye, guys. Jesus, that was beautiful.